is, how do I know if I have a stone on a stone and it becomes invisible?
That's when you have to.
That has a problem.
That's, excuse me. That's when you have to highlight on your palette. Okay. And I will bring it up here. So if I'm in my palette and I want to say, or I'm in my scene, I'm sorry, not palette. Or if I've lost my control, there's my, okay. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. Great. So here's my cursor and I go, you know what? I feel like I have multiple guys hanging out in this square. Okay. Yes. So this is where you select them. And I do. Yes. I have grass in this square. It tells me I have grass in this square, but I couldn't see that. And I tab. I also have water in this square. Okay. So I don't want grass in this square. I want water in this square. So I'm going to simply, I'm on my grass. I know that from my properties window, which I could access with Control P. And I'm going to hit delete. And now the delete key. And it went away. I now only have, I'm hitting tab, water in that square. I'm going to escape to make sure my water doesn't disappear. Okay. And now I want to go check. Well, let's see. I got a person hanging out in this tab, so I know I've got 2 things here. Okay. Looking, I have dirt 19. Okay. Tab, tusked monster, dirt 19. Those are the 2 things I have in that square. Well, let's say I don't want dirt anymore. I just hit delete and escape.
What is the delete key?
Yes, you hit the delete key. Mm-hmm. And now my monster is hanging out in a white square that has nothing. Okay. Does that make sense?
So I imagine that is a way that you can hide your character. Like if you have a character that is not visible, is behind the grass, you can make it pop up by just simply.
No, yes, no.
You don't, yes and no, okay. No worries.
Yes, no. There's also an action called hide.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't lose sanity later. All right. Are we ready?
Connected. Aha.
All right, and so I'm going to stop sharing so that Leslie can share. I'm actually going to pause our recording for a minute. Come on, Leslie.
Video.
Good job.
Huh. Did that work?
It's starting to. Yep, there you go.
Uh-huh.
Jeremy, were you going to hijack control of Leslie's computer real fast, or do you think we need to? What do we want to do here?
There was an error of it was building successfully, but I just couldn't figure it out. I wanted to take control just so I can quickly look through.
Sure. So do you know how to request control?
I know how to as a host. There it is. Okay.
You can do it still. Yep. Just up to view options. All right. So Leslie, you should be getting a box on your screen here in a second that's asking to let Jeremy hijack your computer. Please allow him to do so.
Yes. Come on. It's no. There we go.
Okay, let me. By the way, sorry for any planes. I can't mute myself anymore. They might be loud. I don't know if I have control right now.
Hit accept.
I think it might be being slow, or somebody else might have control. Because I can't really move here.
Did somebody else hijack it? You've got a wheel of death going on your cursor.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I'm just trying to change the scenes to see if it works. Eek.
I can't see a wheel of death just for your
It went
bonus.
away.
Oh, okay. Like
It was
there's an
only-
orange rectangle.
You know what? Okay, do you see the mouse moving? Like, is it over scene right now?
Yeah, scene is trying to do something. Mhm.
Yeah, so what it is I can't click. I don't know why. Usually I can when I take control.
Leslie, can you for a minute turn off any modifiers you have on, like magnify or anything like that?
Yes. Let's try. Is it
It's
gonna?
annoying, but it.
Oh, the thing disappeared.
Oh, go away.
No.
I'm sorry, it's being dumb.
Good.
Of course. Why won't you give me?
Is that you
There's-
now, Jeremy?
I was
No,
trying
that's
to click.
me.
I don't know if it was.
I think that's you just now because it's highlighting and stuff up there.
Here, let me try again to. Eek. I don't think it was me. Oh. Oh, wait, no. Okay. It's very slow, but we can now try and debug. Again, I apologize for the plane that's going to pass by.
Leslie, I know what you need to ask for Christmas, dear.
A new computer.
Uh-huh.
It's an old computer, but I couldn't get my my IT people to let me use my work laptop. Okay, and I just turned NVDA off, and it just turned itself back on.
The funny thing is that probably applies to most of us. So I'm using a work computer and it's driving me crazy.
I gave up on my work computer and I'm using my home one.
Right now, Leslie, I'm trying to minimize this in order to get your taskbar. It doesn't seem to like me doing that.
Hey, Jeremy, with a Windows keystroke of Windows key T, snap you down to the taskbar instead of trying to mouse it.
Windows key T, let's see.
You hold your Windows key and tap the letter T.
What would that be on a Mac?
Oh, shucks, I can't help you.
Apple
Maybe
T. It'll be Apple T.
Is that command nowadays? I've only ever.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm old.
see, in a Windows-based machine, if you hold the Windows key down like a shift key and press various letters, you can do things. So sorry, Mac, I can't help you.
Oh my goodness, this is so slow.
What if the individual did that on her keyboard, maybe?
Yeah, you still have control, Leslie. So if you do,
Oh,
Can you click the? I just need to be able to see the tab. I don't know if anyone else can, but I can't. Like the bottom of the screen is cut off for me.
oh, you know what?
that's weird. Let me see if I can.
It's also maybe the way you're sharing your screen, Leslie. Crap. If you were only sharing Quorum Studio and not your whole
yeah,
screen.
that must have been it. You need to share screen 1 specifically. Thank you. I didn't even think of that.
Can she go up and pick share another window?
Yep, you can go up, click new share, and it'll be called screen 1.
Okay. New share. Did that work?
Perfect. have a lot more I can do now. Okay, the first thing is to try and get this stop button to click. No.
Come on.
Stop
You can do
button. And then start button.
Amanda, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
After this afternoon's presentation, would you be talked out, or would you be willing to do another session to help me solve my issues?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You might need higher qualifications than I have. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, that's fine. I have to run some errands, so like I'm gonna run away from like noon to 1, but at 1 totally.
Well, yes, I thought if there's, I don't know how long today's office hours presentation is. I want like maybe listen to that, but after that.
Yeah, sure. No, that's fine. Not a problem.
All right, thank you. Sorry to monopolize your time, but it's been a big help.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's not a problem at all.
What's there?
I'm not.
All the code looked correct.
Oh.
It's something to do with this play and pause button just not working.
Do a clean build.
It wasn't me, Amanda.
I mean, it is you, but
That's what I'm gonna try and do. These, they're not closing. Maybe it's just slow. What's the command key to just close a window?
Oh,
Alt F4.
yeah. You want me to
If
do
the whole
that?
application is also,
Sorry, not a window.
oh, a tab.
you want to close like the child window?
I want to close main.quorum and both these scenes. But
Okay.
Oh.
Control
like-
F4 will close one window at a time. Alt F4 closes everything at once.
Yeah, Control F4 closes the child windows of the main application. Alt F4 will close the entire application. I don't care how many children windows you have open in Windows.
control.
Can you guys repeat that just to make sure I got it straight before I cause chaos?
Control F4 or should close just the tab or the baby window, and Alt F4 will close the whole program.
Thank you.
You've managed to open your music somehow, Leslie. So I hope
I
you got
did
some.
do that.
That was me.
Good.
I think.
I hope you got some good
It
tunes
was me
for
trying
us.
to command 4.
Command F4, function key 4.
Okay, so I think it's actually a bug because these things can't close. As for what you guys are saying for closing it, I just have no clue what that button is. Like, Leslie, if you know the button.
Why
to
don't I
close
try?
that-
Yeah.
I think it's actually an error because you cannot close a tab. You cannot click any of these buttons.
Hmm.
So I'm going to quit out of Quorum, I think, and go back in.
Is it going to delete everything?
That's why I'm saving it. I mean,
Okay.
here's what we can do right now.
What is that?
It's the window.
I don't know.
Wow.
I suppose our best thing is to Command A, Command C. Oh, I guess your Windows. Okay. Save all. Eek.
I got that the other day too. The save all popped up 2 or 3 times for me.
Oh, is it multiple? Okay.
Yeah.
Is Art, were you able to get the thing working with the what I sent you?
The code you sent me was how to make it jump by pixels. I have that working. I was hoping to get the vector stuff.
Okay. I saw Denise pasted a vector bit. Oh, thank you so much. I was wondering where it was.
But if you do Alt H and Shift Tab 4 times, you will jump into where the code is and you can select it out in your chat.
Yeah, I've been able to find it in the chat, but I've never been able to select it with a screen reader. I'll go back and try it again.
Yeah. What are you doing? Are you doing Control Shift left arrow from the bottom up?
Oh, Leslie, this is the error that you had before.
Yep.
No, I was trying to go down. I thought once I found the message, but I can find the different messages and arrow up and down between them. But I didn't know how to select.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Try Control Shift left arrow or up arrow in it.
All right, I'll go experiment.
There.
Thanks.
Eek. This is a whole new challenge typing in someone else's computer.
Welcome to my world. Do it all the time. It's ridiculous.
There it is.
It's gonna crash again. Yep. If it doesn't fill the screen right away, it's stuck.
What was?
Oh, you're doing something different.
He's going to run it through the command prompt so that it'll
It's dir.
shoot the error.
cd. Um,
He's what he's working on is trying to open your Quorum Studio via the command prompt so that
Yeah, we did this yesterday.
it'll dump the error files for him. Yeah. There you go. Which I did last night when mine started crashing every 30 seconds, and as soon as I opened it via the command, it didn't crash again. Like it's still running off of that and hasn't crashed. So
the one problem I'm gonna reach is I have to get Stefix code. It's so, if you remember, Leslie, we basically will just have to open this a lot of times. And it's very annoying to do. Let's see. CD.
Oh, jar, bin,
mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying
Here.
to find the code to do it.
I got it. I'll dump it into chat for you if you can get to chat.
Okay.
Yep.
Do
There you go.
you have the one that? Okay, I'll try and use that.
That's what Stefik gave me last night.
Eek. How do I get to that? Here, give me 1 second.
If you Alt Tab, you will see the meeting controls and you can literally do the command Alt H and pull it right up. Just sit on the Alt and Tab.
Alt Tab. What would
Yeah,
that
sit
be?
on your Alt and Tab until you see your meeting controls.
Here, I'll do it.
Oh, you know what? I can get it from Leslie's. I didn't even think of that. I was trying to Eek. Was somebody else doing it for me?
I was trying to do it, but it's not responding.
I mean, I could also read it to you.
Sure, just do that. Let me go back.
So
Let's see. It would start JRE probably.
JRE/bin.
Say it again.
It was backslash on here.
Okay, backslash.
Bin. Backslash Java.
Java.
Space hyphen jar. space quorum studio.jar.
Quorum Studio capitalized.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And that's it. Yay, it's thinking. Full screen of
Oh,
death.
good. It's gonna crash.
No, yeah. This is the
Oh,
only
no,
way
it's not.
we're able to find, by the way, to not make it crash or to make it not crash.
And Amanda, Stefan just wrote a code for us to include all dirt.
I saw that pop up. I just haven't played with it yet.
Yeah. How cool is that? You could say, hey, is there something that includes all dirt? And then someone writes the code for you.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Hey, Amanda,
Yeah.
do you have any like tips? Like, I'm getting a lot of freezing today on Quorum Studio where it crashes. So it's easy enough to back up or have like a copy of the text code. It's not as easy for me to have an exact copy of like the visual
Your map.
scene. Yeah.
What I've been doing is just being obsessive with saving.
Yeah.
Control
That's what I
S
have
will
done.
just save your file. So I've been every couple of.
Well, and I don't know where the balance is. Like, I'm using a school computer, so of course I don't have full administrative rights because our IT person is evil. So I don't know what is on our end an issue versus what is on Quorum's end.
Yeah.
You can also do alt print screen, and it will take a picture of either your code or your scene, and you can paste it in a Word document and have that as a backup.
But if you obsessively save your file,
Yes.
it'll be there after it crashes.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I've started to do print screen window as well. So hopefully I'll be covered. But
Mine crashed too. So the image is faded. I can see the map and everything faded. Everything was working fine, but then suddenly my computer went gray and the image is faded and there is this little sun clock.
yeah, that's exactly what happened, Deanna.
Is that way? Okay.
Yeah,
that is it trying to
that's been
crash.
happening to me too.
Okay. And I was not saving it. Oh, bummer.
Well, it didn't when I tried to save it, which makes me sad.
Oh, or maybe that's what it happened, that I was trying to save it and that's what it did.
I don't know.
So
That's
it
why
did it to me when I was trying to save it. That's what I was going to do.
print screen window key will make a screenshot and it automatically goes to pictures.
But I see the map.
You
I
can
don't see the
paste it in any
code.
place.
Uh,
Control V, you can paste it.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
we're missing an end at the end of that file.
Is it missing an end? Is that what it is?
It's missing the class end. Yep.
Okay.
Well, I put two ends.
You needed
That's
another one.
everything.
You needed a third end?
Yes, because at the end, so at the very end of your code right now, you have the action open,
Okay.
an if statement open, and then also you have to, so you end both of those, and then you also need to end your whole class. So yes, for you right now, at the very end of your code, you needed 3 ends. And then also we all need to learn how to spell physics.
PHY. Okay.
Enable physics 2D. Are you
Is
sure?
it? No, you're good.
I
It's
was
only
gonna
saying
say,
that the
I-
true is wrong, I think.
That's weird.
Yeah,
There
it
it
was.
goes.
It's like
It was a
wrong
false. Yeah,
plus T.
false T.
Okay, now let's.
That's super interesting.
Yeah.
Ah, my stuff disappeared.
Mine too, and I lost everything I did.
I don't mean to laugh, but I have to.
Who is laughing? Amanda?
What do you
Oh,
think?
I'm laughing.
Deanna,
Oh,
It's
I
there
lost
was
everything, and the thing is, I
When you
had
go
my
to
little
open-
doll moving up and down, and that was really exciting, up and down and left to right, and then it's gone.
Was it Control R?
Yes. To run. Yay,
Deanna, my
build
stuff-
successful.
was under open.
Hey, Leslie, to get, oh no, that's not a good sign, but to get to it, it's going to be under Quorum Studio and then Game. Ideally, it would show something though,
Let's see.
but you know.
see, there's my little map.
Oh, you
Dude,
don't
your map is amazing. Oh, yeah, it won't run if you don't have an actual person on there.
Oh, that is a cool map.
It won't run it for what?
Very cool.
You're asking it to do things that aren't possible, so it's trying to crash. But it's fine.
I was so excited I finally got it working last night that I spent like, it's like, I'm going to make it go back. Well,
Leslie, I'm going to guess you wanted your person down in the bottom right, or was it bottom left, probably?
bottom left.
Okay.
What is that like blank square?
Missing a
I don't
tile.
know.
You're missing a tile. It got eaten
It-
somehow.
Was there.
Yeah, well, now it's
I know.
not.
And I put other things. Interesting. Didn't save, I guess. Ah,
Yeah, it obviously didn't save during something. My chair is not comfortable.
How do you, what is Control Tab to move? Tabs?
Yes,
Yes.
or Command Tab.
Command Tab, you think?
Yeah.
No, that's, wait. Okay.
Oh. Oh, so you selected that just now.
I did. I wanted to check her name, but now I want to move back to,
Escape.
oh,
You have to escape off of her.
okay. I don't know what,
Do you not have an escape?
I got it.
no, I think it's both of us. We're controlling the computer. That's why we were getting confused.
Fair.
There we go.
Amanda and Jeremy, are you running on PCs?
No,
I
I'm
am,
running
yeah.
on a Mac laptop right now.
Okay. Amanda, you're on a PC?
Yeah.
What
Well, laptop, but yeah.
what was your last Windows update? I just want to see if I'm at the same. Like, do you have 1909 and 2004, or do you just
The
have
last one was done actually today. It came out at 2020 07 1904. You want me to paste it in chat?
I'm on a school computer and it's trying to do things in the background. I'm just wondering if that's possible, if it's possibly causing any issues, but it's downloading 2004.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one coming up.
Yeah,
Mine just doesn't have it yet.
the .NET framework, if you don't have those updated, those really do cause issues. I just updated it this morning. It came out last night, actually. But as soon as it updates, restart your computer and you may have more success.
Okay, because 1909 was the last thing I heard Stefik mention when he was talking about NVDA and all those things. So I'm running NVDA.
Oh, yeah, you get the latest update of your computer and the latest update of your NVDA, and it should be pretty good.
Okay, thank you.
If
Yeah.
anybody with a Windows system wants to know your Windows version, if you hold your Windows key down and press the letter R, you get to the run line, and then type WinVer, W-I-N-V-E-R, and press enter, and it'll display your Windows version.
Oh, that's good to know.
Thanks for telling me.
Oh my gosh, that's magic art.
Leslie, some stuff I've realized with this
Hey,
thing, I
a
don't know
game is
why.
running.
I don't know why, but you can't actually click the play button. You'll have to click Control R if you ever want to play.
Okay. Well, I tried that too, and it didn't
Okay,
work.
and I do
then
see you
either,
move.
but-
Perfect.
And you ran off the screen. Good job, Leslie.
Ah, yay! Sorry for monopolizing so much time.
There's some stuff you'll have to copy paste, and I'm sure we'll get to it. I'll get out of this thing, however I do. Okay, Leslie, you should have control of your computer again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and stop screen share so that the rest of us can have screens again.
Yes. Oh, I want to be the center of attention.
And then Denise and Gina both got it. Yeah, okay, I see Gina got it.
All right. So I think we're more or less.
Okay.
I lost everything, but I will just have to at some point copy paste the program to where I was at some point, but I'm not going to hold people back. So let's keep going.
All right. Cool. So I am, for simplicity's sake, we're going to cheat because cheating's fun. I'm sorry, we're using our resources wisely. This released key action that I have here is how you get your player to stop running around the screen when you pick up your key. Does that make sense?
Yes, so let's paste it right into chat.
I'm gonna, as soon as my computer quits being a jerk. Chat.
Nice quick Control C should do it.
Yep. All right, so there we go. There is the, into chat is the released key action. And I'm going to talk through it so that you guys understand what it is, right? We need to know the concepts as well. So we made one that was pressed key, and that was when the key was pressed, right? So we also have released key, and that is when the key is released, right? So right now, when you run your code, your character runs off the screen because you hit the press key and it just goes, right? With the released key action, when I release whatever key, I have it set the vector to 0, 0. Okay? And that stops the linear velocity on your character. Does that idea make sense to everybody?
I pasted this in. I must be missing something because all my players are not green anymore. I'm trying to figure out what.
Did I give you the right number of ends?
Yeah, I'm going to check all that right now. Vector to if, because my players aren't, I'm just missing something. Return now, and if event key code, event left, set 0. Oh yeah, 0, 0. Good old X and Y. Yeah, we love that. Key
Yep.
code, whatever velocity, key code.
Alternatively, if copying and pasting my code didn't work right, you can copy and paste your own code and just set all those vectors to 0. But the action name is released key as opposed to pressed key.
Right. Do we need the action big collision?
Where do we paste it?
Oh, you do not need begin collision. Did I accidentally,
No, but I think that would be really cool.
well, we're going to use that in a minute, but yes. I'm
Well,
sorry, who else just asked a question?
Where my problem is.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure I pasted in the right spot.
So underneath, so like
Yep.
you currently have 3 ends at the end of your code, right?
Yep, that was my problem.
The bottom end stays and you paste it above that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that direction clear as mud for everybody?
Yeah, fabulous.
So it'll be end, this code, end.
Yeah, it's going to be end, this code, which will also have an end, and then your end. Does that make sense?
I think so. We shall see.
Okay. And then if the odds are in your favor, you can then run your game, and key press should move your character as long as the key is pressed. When you, I ran into water and started turning. It's amazing. I love this. My guy is now sideways and I can't fix it. Okay. So as long as the key is pressed, I am moving in the direction. As soon as I let go, my character stops. That is my intended action of my person. I run into the side of water and I spin, which is, this might just stay. I might get to spin through space. I might leave this bug as a feature. I don't know. All right. I know we cheated on the physical typing, but do we understand the concepts behind it?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
We've used an action here. We've given it a conditional with our if, else, if statements. If I press this key, hop in and do this thing. Else, if it's this key, hop in and do that thing. Now, also while you're running your game, press any other key you want and nothing should happen, right? Except for like our normal Alt F4 will close my game. Any other key I hit, nothing happens to my game because I haven't told it to. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Only my arrow keys are coded into my game, so only my arrow keys work. Alt F4 is coded into like the whole OS of the computer kind of a thing, and that's why it still works.
So the key release event in this instance will apply to all 4 arrows because it's a key being released.
It's an individual if statement for each key.
Oh, I missed that part. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So I could write a bit of code here. I'm going to add a bit of code here. That is going to say in my released key, if event key code equals event space. Okay, whoop. I spelled it wrong. Space. So I'm writing a little bit of code here that's going to activate my space key only when I release the space key.
Oh.
And I'm going to be tricky, and I'm going to say player set position, position 100, comma 100. Okay? So I just added, because I know this is an action that works, a little bit of code into my released key that says when the space bar is released, set my player's position to 100, comma 100. If I run my code right now, all right, I haven't pressed anything. I'm going to just run him up, run him left, run him down, run him right. All of those work as expected. I have pushed my space bar and I'm holding it right now. My guy has done nothing. He's chilling. Releasing space bar. He popped all the way over to the left of my screen to what I assume is the position 100, 100.
What would be the reason why you'd want that? To like start the game over?
It could be to start the game over. It could be like an Easter egg feature. You just want to hide something silly in your game. It's just showing you that you have both of these options when a key is pressed and when a key is released are 2 different actions the computer can receive. Does that make sense?
Yep. I'm writing it down in my cheat sheet of other options.
And it can also be, like, if you're thinking about this from some kind of educational game standpoint, if I want to write a game and I'm teaching my kids some of those multiple key commands, and I want them to hold, like what we're trying to do, Alt-Tab through some things. I want them to just hold Alt. Maybe as long as it's pressed, it's playing a sound, but when released, it's going to beep at them, right? Or yell at them, or hey, loser, hit Alt, whatever your level of student might be, right?
Yep.
So just as it's a thing that can happen, and it doesn't have to be on and off, it can be just on, just off. Okay? All right, so are we all okay with movement?
Can you, I'm missing one thing. It was, what's the last part of that code? Under player set position, 100, 100? Oh,
End.
end. That was it? Okay.
It was a new if statement that I made.
Yeah.
And I made a separate if statement here because I want my space key to be independent of my arrow keys.
Right.
Where we have all of our arrow keys nested with these else if statements, I can't hit both keys at the same time.
Yep.
Whatever key is technically hit first, right? Because
Yep.
it's never actually at the same time, is whichever one the computer will accept, right?
Yep.
But with the way I have my code written, and it's gonna obviously prove me wrong at some point. Okay, I'm running to the left, I hit my space, I released my space, and my guy, even while I was running to the left or the right, he hops and he keeps running.
Yep.
I just keep resetting him backwards, right?
Yep.
But he's still running because I'm still holding the arrow key. Because I'm allowing those statements to run at the same time. But I'm holding my right key. Oh, because it, what? What? That's not supposed to happen.
This is technology. Supposed to happen? That's very relative in technology.
So what I
Well,
just
if you
did,
have- if the if
What I-
statement was, if
what
the
I
if
just
statement-
did, hang on a second, Art. What I just did that's confusing me is that I'm holding my up arrow. I'm still holding my up arrow. I pushed left and he went left. What's great is I released the up arrow and I'm still holding left. But because I've
Oh.
released the up arrow, he stopped.
Robo.
That's super interesting to me right now. I don't really care. I am not going
Oh,
to
wait a
invest.
minute. Doesn't your stop event set everything 0-0? So it's going to halt everything.
Right, but I shouldn't be able to activate down and then press.
You haven't
Left?
released yet. Wouldn't the code just keep looking for another press?
Well, yeah, I guess it does reset. It doesn't stay sitting there. It does reset. You're right. It does start looking for the next press. But if I try to hit like up and left at the same time, apparently my up was faster. It actually went up.
So Amanda, I got a quick question. If I want to
Yeah.
do another action release key event, do I do end after that one and put it below and begin another action? Or do I write it before the end at the bottom of the other action, the else if
So released key is the only released key action you're going to have.
Yes.
So if you look at the way I have it indented, right?
Yep.
My if here ends with, like, my if on line 72 ends on 74. My giant long is else statement from 75 ends on 87. I have an 88 to 90 if statement, and then I have my action end. Hopped out
Okay,
here a little bit
so
on 99.
If I
91.
want to do a whole series of other else if, I'm going to do and right where you did if event key code,
Yep.
that's where I'm going to do all my other else if. And
Yes.
I just have to do one end at the end
Yes.
of it. And the very end too.
Yeah,
Okay.
this end that is now on my line 92 is
Got it.
ending my action.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yes, the doodles.
So if you made a separate if for each arrow and then press two of them at once, it would take off in a diagonal?
I tried that the other night and it didn't work. And
Oh,
it
okay.
has something to do with linear velocity.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Worse is
with the pixel by pixel, right? If you do that, he will hop diagonally.
Okay.
Whereas
But
the linear velocity is a smooth movement.
Yeah, okay.
Does that make sense?
I don't fully understand physics, but it does make sense that physics, putting two different forces, it might get confused.
There is a way to do it, but William said it is a challenge for the advanced class. I don't know if it's because he doesn't know it or if he just said it as a fun thing for them to figure out. I haven't played with it enough. I just learned how vectors actually work yesterday. So, like, I finally sat down and figured it out, kind of a thing. I had ignored them for a while. All right. So, I don't know what just happened.
It crashed.
It sounded like the world dying, so I hope we're okay. All right, so we have the idea of movement. We're good. We feel like we can play with it as needed. And key presses. Key presses can also trigger sounds. Key presses can trigger hiding or revealing objects. Key presses can trigger text on the screen, which is a little bit harder. Do sounds first. Whatever you put inside that if statement is what that key will do. Does that make sense? Feel like your brains are full and I've lost you. So let me know.
So you could do you could do multiple things inside of a key press event. You could move.
You could
something.
move and sing at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it sounds awesome. I don't know the code, but it makes sense to me. Now, would you also have to stop the sound? In addition, if you start sound with a key press, I assume you also got to end it if you want it to stop when the character stops moving.
Yes. Depending on how you.
Okay, how can we write that? So like event move right screeching, could we do event : right and then say screech?
Well, I just wrote that. Actually, I've added to my code on key press for the space bar to say, and then I spelled out, I have no idea what the screen reader is going to say about this, a funky word of screech. Okay?
Let's do it.
So we're going to try this. I'm going to run it. Or I'm going to crash it. These are choices. Nope, I still have my game open. That's why it doesn't want to run. One moment, please. Please hold. All right. So I'm running. I hit space. Okay, that was lame.
Did he screech? Was it that clunk?
Hang on. I need to do a new share because I don't have sharing computer audio. All right, so this is lame. Here we go. Come on. Oh, I'm not in it. Zoom. Okay, I'm running. Push my
Screech.
Oh my God.
Screech.
You guys hear it saying my
Oh,
spelling of
that's hilarious.
screech?
Yeah, I'll get that.
Screech.
And so the thing about it is that the say command, and it's literally just the word say, and then what I wanted to put was in quotation marks after it. So my line of code is literally if event colon key code equals event colon space, right? The word space, all caps, because I wanted to use the space bar. New line, the word say in lowercase, space, quotation mark, and then I decided to spell screech as SKKREETCHH, quotation marks, right? Because I wanted to know what the screen reader would say about that. And then I ended that if statement. It's literally what I wrote. Say statements are blocking statements. So what that means is when you have the computer start to say something, it stops all other functionality until it says its statement. Does that make sense?
Oh, that is so cool.
So while I'm running across my screen, when I hit my space bar,
Screech.
he pauses.
Screech.
Oh, okay, that's a function of where the tile is set. Cool. He pauses and says screech, right?
Screech.
And then it looks like he time warps and hops to the top of wherever he was going because the computer is still tracking his movement, even if because the say statement is running, you can't see him move. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he's still running, but the computer isn't letting you see him do that while the word screech is going. He stays still. When the computer is done saying screech, he teleports to wherever he should have run to in that time frame. Is that English? Does that make sense?
Perfect.
There are other artifacts we can use. We have a speech engine, which also lets you play with pitch and tone and a lot of other things to your phrase. With the say statement, you always get that generic screen reader voice. Okay? Good with that idea? Now, we are supposed to be doing background music. We are so far behind, guys. It's cool. We're good. We're still gonna have awesome games. It's no big deal. Making objects good and evil. I don't even remember what this lesson was. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've basically done it. That's more movement. We're good. I'm going to pass us through that lesson. Adding background music. So how do I add, most games have background music, right? Are we up for this lesson? How are we doing? We got a half hour. We good?
Can you copy and paste that into a chat, please?
Yeah, I'm trying. When you're sharing screen, the chat box likes to hide and it doesn't come back up. There we go. Somebody else was just talking.
No, I just need to take a little break.
Okay.
Like 5 minutes.
Okay. Adding music is adding music. We've done it before. Or if you've been here before, you've done it before. If you are new, you've never done it before. Okay. So I am going to do the adding background music. It's cool. It's a neat thing. It's not like, you know, your most important thing ever, but it's cool. So, first thing is finding music that you want to add to your game. In the lesson, there are several websites to choose from. There is freepd.com, which is not professional development, just so you know. Most of the songs on that page are CC0 license, which means you can use them and not get sued. You can also you want to convert any file that we're going to use for our music to an OGG file. So you know, like you have MP3, WAV, and all those different file extensions for the type of file something is. OGG is an open source format, which means, again, you're not going to get sued for using it. That's pretty much the reason behind that, right? So I'm going to go to freepd.com. I want to find something fun to listen to. No, I hate you. Yes, that is going to be my background music. I'm going to download it. It came as an MP3, right? Okay, I don't have Audacity on my computer, so I'm just going to go to Google and I'm going to say MP3 to OGG converter. And if you are using your school's computer, it may not let you do this thing. My work computer doesn't let me do this thing. I have to cheat all the time. I'm going to drop my file into here. It's going to convert. I now have somewhere, somehow.
Click on the up arrow, up above.
No, that's up. Yeah, no, it's uploaded. Now I got to convert it.
Oh,
Sorry, I missed a step. Downloading, getting, processing. Yay, download. Oh, no, I want to just download. That's cool. All right, I have a new file. wakawaka.ogg. I want you to not play this song right now, please. Okay, great. Thank you. So, once I have my song, I'm going to go back to my Quorum. I'm going to do Control-1 and make sure I'm in my projects side panel. And I'm going to Control-Tab to the literal tab of projects. I am going to arrow to the resources folder. I'm not going to put stuff in tile sets, but I'm going to put my file in this resources file, and we're going to see if it likes it in this fashion or if we have to do it another way. Maybe. Did you go into tile sets? You did not.
try
Okay,
closing it and reopening it. Try closing the resources.
Okay. So it's going to be, we're going to try it one more time this way. Otherwise, we're just going to go to the file manager and do it there. Yeah, okay. So that didn't work the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to take my downloaded file from my downloads in my file manager. And I am going to move him to where my project is saved on my computer, which for most people is under their user, documents, Quorum Studio, the name of your game, resources, dump it in. Now, I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes to figure that out. For the simplicity of your life, I'm going to give you that ridiculous song I just downloaded. I'm going to throw it into Slack in case anybody wants to just pull that file and do it from there. Okay? Because I like making your life easier. Sometimes. Let's be honest, it's only sometimes. Why are you hateful, Slack? Slack is being hateful. Go.
Cat, stop that.
Don't kill your cat. It's not nice.
My German Shepherd just barked in my ear.
Oh no.
Startled the crap out of me.
That's not nice. Hey, where did my PD thing go? PD.com. So does everybody understand the basic process of getting the song and making it an OGG?
Yes.
It's kind of that's just a file manipulation. So, oh, this one's got a poop
What about
emoji.
if I have, I'm sorry, like, what about if I want to create my own sound using a recorder? Let's say that I'm going to record my student playing the flute or something, and I'm going to use that. Do I have to convert it to OGG? Is that what you say, or what is it?
Yes, you should still convert it to an OGG file.
Okay. And do I have to go to a converter
Yes.
program? So no matter what, if I download it,
unless whatever you are recording your student on gives you the option of recording as an OGG file.
And it's OGG?
OGG. And there is another one that it accepts. Honestly, I do not remember off the top of my head.
Edit's an MP4. That one's pretty common.
4 or 3? No, Quorum doesn't accept an MP4 because that's a video file.
Yep.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
I actually think we don't do MP3 either because that's technically a copyrighted format.
Okay. Did you know if the OGG, the syntax that change that to an OGG file is available? Can I access that through the Mac, through the Apple computer?
Yes, that's one that you can have.
Okay.
I'm looking on. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna go to add music. Capacity. Streaming tutorial. Ew, why are we doing it this way? Never mind. Shh. Behave. It's fine. You know what's great about this year? I don't have to hear that salsa song. I hate that salsa song so much. Those of you who've never had the joy of that lesson, it is a lesson that teaches you to load a song and then you use key press to raise and lower the volume. But it's the same salsa music song. And when you've got a room of like the 15 of you all playing this song at different intervals. And, and I've heard this song every summer for like 5 years. So I hate that song. Okay. Have we all found some kind of music to use for our I think I have. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh well, it's fine.
So this play sound or play song could
Mhm.
be in the line inserted inside of like when you where we have the if up arrow pressed along with moving by
Yes.
by the sound in that same if statement.
Mm-hmm. So what we're going to ultimately do here in a moment is we are going to set up and load the song in Create Game so that the computer has it, or so that our program has it available and ready. Where you choose to have it start playing will be up to you. Does that make sense?
So are you going to show us how to play it like it when it meets a monster or something? Because I'm going to find it very annoying if it plays all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could have something based upon your grid location. Could you trigger some sound? for that?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You can have when you hit a certain location, you can have when you hit a certain object.
Yep.
Or, yeah, you guys are a hair's breadth away from that step of collisions and locational type stuff. We're almost there. Loading the sound, whether it's a song or a simple, like a drop noise or a pop-up noise or that kind of sound effect, is all essentially the same. So the length of your sound that you want doesn't matter for loading it or playing it. Okay. So we're just going to do this. I'm probably going to show you how to load this song, and then I'm totally going to cut it out of my code because I don't want to hear it either. But this is just so you know, because you know most video games have a background soundtrack, right? It's not silent. So
It's really annoying.
I agree. I had a student a couple years ago who actually had loaded 4 or 5 different songs and had them set so that you could change your song as you went along based on key presses.
Oh,
You could choose the background noise you wanted.
there you go.
Yeah, it was great. And all of them were super annoying. I was like, could you add a 6th option of silence?
Like Mozart or something.
Could we have silence? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, silence is the best.
So, are we ready to learn how to load our audio objects?
We're ready.
So, I just gave you a key phrase here. I said that we are loading audio objects. What does that make you think we need to add to our code?
Audio objects.
And if I want to add
Library.
a specific object, I need to add a new library. Perfect. So run on up to the top of your code where you've got some libraries kicking around. And this is where we might be able to do this. All right, use space, right?
Mhm.
Libraries always starts this way. Dot.
Oh, you misspelled that.
Thank you. I hate having people watch me spell. That's cool. How do I force code completion?
You have to start typing it and then you hit enter.
Alt enter or enter?
Alt enter shows hence, so it should be either one.
What you want to do.
Yeah, there. Okay, so libraries dot sound dot audio. I can spell audio correctly. It doesn't completely hate me, so that's probably the correct library. I'm going to hop back over to the lesson and double check. Hey, look at that. I win. All right. So we've opened our audio library. Did everybody get what library we're using here? It's libraries.sound.audio. Now we are going to go down to our class main is game, which is our first Why are you being hateful? Okay, well, I'm going to arrow up. I have all of my little items made that I'm going to probably not use most of them in my game, where I've got my item 2Ds. Right underneath that, because I like keeping all of my objects in the same spot, so that if I've done something wrong, I kind of know where to bounce back to my code to go find the problem. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
I'm making an audio object, so it starts with that library name of audio with a capital A. Now, because I plan on putting multiple different types of sounds in my game, I'm going to call this one background. That makes sense to everybody? So audio space background is the name of my object. Okay? Once we have that, we navigate to our create game action. The action create game is what you're looking for. In action create game, we have our file set up, we have our keyboard listener and our physics turned on, and then we've made our player. So right under my player and my friend, before the end of this action, I'm going to work with my background audio. Okay. And I'm using background, so I type him first, so background. And we're going to apply an action to background, so that's a colon. And we want to load the audio. So we type load, and something is not liking me. Oh, there it goes. It's just my code completion.
Can it be also the load audio samples?
So,
Or load file? It automatically pulls up.
you want it, as long as the word is load, yes. If it is load, open parenthesis, you're good to go. It doesn't really matter what's inside that parenthesis. Okay? So, here, I need to put the path to my song. Okay? So, we had the file where they loaded scene, right? And we had file colon scene set path, scene/scene.qs, right? You can do all of that in one step. So that's my preferred method for music. If you're not going to have it change, like my background music is going to stay background music. So I'm going to directly load it to that name. Okay. And it's open quotation mark because it's looking for this exact set of sequences of words. My music is in my resources file with a capital R because that's what it's named. And then to say that I'm going into another file or another folder, I say /. Oops, I don't need to though, because it's just that one. My bad. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, so resources /. And then the name of my file, which at this point is Waka space Waka. It's got the silly open paren, close paren 1.ogg, close quotes, close parenthesis. Does everyone understand where I found all those bits from? So I'm saying, hey, audio object background, load this file into your memory space. That makes sense to everybody? Okay. I am going to test something real fast because there are 2 different load commands we could have used. And I want to see the difference. I can't remember. No attention. Man behind the screen. Oh my god, this is annoying. That's amazing. Yeah, okay. So what I did. Okay, we do need to change that. I'm sorry, guys. Back up a second. So where we said load, we should have said load to streaming. That'll repeat the song after it ends. Does that make sense? For background music, you would want it to repeat and continuously play. So instead of just load, it would be load, cheating, capital T2, streaming. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, load to stream. Ha ha. Again with spelling. Okay, so we have load, which will just play like the one snip of the song. And we have load to stream, which would then continuously play. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, no, maybe so. You guys got quiet again. I lost you all.
I started doing this and I don't have any green words now, like the player background. Something happened.
So you ate something somewhere.
I did. Trying to figure out.
Make sure you have both an open quote, close quote, and both open and closed parentheses.
Yeah.
Because if one of those is missing, then it's searching forever.
Yeah.
So I've loaded my song. Now, what I just did to have it play just from start, right? If you noticed, I wrote background because that's the name of my song, colon, and just play, capital P, open, close parenthesis. And that will play this song at the very start of my game because it's part of create game. Does that make sense to everybody? So if I tell it to play and create game, it's going to play right from the start. If I want it to play somewhere else, I take that same command, background, which is just the name of my object, colon, play, open, close parenthesis, and I stick it anywhere else I want. So if it's gonna play music after I screech here, I can stick it under my space bar notation. And we're gonna have spacing go wrong on me, but that's fine. I just went down to my key press key action. And I'm in my if statement that is for my space bar. And I now have play loaded into the spacebar statement. That makes sense to everybody where I'm at in my code?
No, hold on. I'm behind because I'm still trying to find my issue. Hold on just a second. Sorry. I'm not
and
sure.
Andy and crew are going to hop back in here in just a minute.
Okay.
If everybody saw that
so
message.
you just added, okay, so you went down to else if. Okay, let me go down to this.
I just went down to where my key presses are.
Okay.
And I chose to stick it in my space bar.
We're
action.
Under screech. Okay, let me just put there and then I'll figure out what I did wrong. Background play.
So if I run my game, music did not start when I started my game. It shouldn't have. I'm moving left, right, up, down. Great, those keys all work happy. Now I'm gonna hit my space key.
Screech.
Did you guys hear that?
Screech. Screech.
What did I maybe do wrong? The first time I did the space bar, it ran almost correctly. There was just a slight murr.
Did you put, you said you did to stream so it would play continuously, but did you do something similar with the space bar so it's like anytime it's pressed?
No, what I did was I told it to play when I press the space bar. I didn't tell it. This is the thing when you have it on a key command, okay? It played and then it hit the end, so it turned off. Like it hit the
Oh, you
end
didn't
of
do
my
it.
code.
You didn't
The
do a
computer
release.
ran so fast that it just, okay, I played, now I'm done. So there's another action that I can call. Instead of just background colon play, I now have background colon play until done. So my whole song should play instead of doing this fun hop.
Screech.
Or I broke the code. Do. I broke the code. It doesn't want to work now. Trying things. One moment. Hey, the advanced group is coming back.
We are back.
We have been thrust here against our will.
Screech.
That's right.
Oh no!
Your game is jamming too hard. It cannot be stopped.
Well, all right then. Apparently they've done the music lesson. So
2 megs.
Want to wrap up here really quick. I hope everybody had a good time today during these particular sessions. I know that I think I have a pretty good sense of where the advanced group is at for tomorrow. I'll be running that tomorrow. Amanda will be on the beginner track again. To remind you, in about an hour, we have office hours for games. This can be run by Ko Inamura and Steve Rapparelli. And then Dania Borowski and Gina Fugate is going to be running the threesies, 3 drink minimum. Of course, it can be water if that's your bag, but it doesn't have to be. And we will be doing that social session later. And don't forget that tomorrow there are teacher interviews. We'd love it if you can make it. And then the administrative meeting that we have. So if there's any other questions, feel free to ask now. Otherwise, we will see all of you back in about an hour if you'd like to go to those particular sessions.
When can I talk to you about reading network diagrams?
That's a good question. Maybe during the interviews tomorrow would be the best time, do you think, William? Then we can like record it and make sure that we have it like documented, you think?
Yeah, I think that's useful to us.
Yeah.
Because I've done some work around it and I can actually share some, Python code, which I will try to interface with Quorum, but I'll tell you all about that tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Because then if you're okay with it, then we can we can notate your comments and all that kind of stuff, and we'll have the support to do that.
Yep, I'm okay because I do need support, and I'll tell you my approach. You can tell me what we can do, etc., etc.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Perfect.
And learner, beginner track, obviously we will pick up where we left off and I will figure out how I broke my code.
So say we all. For everybody, the last thing I'll mention is that we will try to put out a patch today. This will fix a couple minor issues that we've seen people run into, especially with code completion going bonkers on you once in a while. I'll try to push that up later today. I've pushed it to the server, but I haven't clicked the live button because we have to test the Mac side first too. Sorry, Ko, go ahead.
Yeah, in our session this afternoon, we're gonna just talk about game, and we have a slideshow, and then we have really easy games to make. So this is not anything like you need to know so much about it. Even the beginning students can make those games. So we have those games too. So yeah, if you're interested in teaching how to how to create a game for your students, I think this will be a good one.
Awesome.
And if you're teaching APCSP, we now have an example of a level 5 quorum code. My kid got a 5. My kid got a 5.
Congratulations.
I'm stinking proud of him. I'm so proud of this kid.
Oh, you know what? Before we log off, I will ask you one question about that. One of the people on the Access CS for All group wanted to know, did they change the Braille for the current exam? Because I know last year there was all sorts of funniness.
One, I'm not allowed to see it.
Oh.
Two, and almost got all of my kids' scores invalidated last year. Two, I didn't get to see it at all this year because of COVID. There was no Braille dispersed.
Huh. Oh, I meant
At
like
all.
they had like these weird tactile Braille questions or something.
Right, I didn't get to see the test.
I see. So we don't know.
They don't have anything in Braille resource-wise. We have created all of that.
Okay.
But the test was canceled. Like that part of the test, that written part of the test was canceled.
Gotcha.
So,
okay. So we don't know. That's okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. And we will, if you're there in an hour, we'll see you there. For Ko and Steve, I know I can't make it. I have a meeting with the governor's office, so I can't skip that. But so I will be there for social hour tonight, though. So
sounds good.
All right.
I will be back around 1 for anyone who needed me for later stuff too.
All right.
William, are you gonna be available like on the Slack or something?
Yeah, I can come hop into office hours when you guys get going.
Yeah.
Okay.